Hi, I'm Penny. At 62 years old, I accepted an early retirement package from the tech company where I had worked for 12 years. I'm still not sure if I'm ready for retirement, but several things happened over the last several years that led me to believe that maybe the time was right. That being said, I don't do boredom very well. I can't watch Netflix for hours, like my husband. I have several passions that I put on the back burner: playing piano, painting, hiking. We live on a wonderful trail, reading, being a nana. We're newly grandparents, which I love, or indulging the inner techie side of me by starting a vlog or a blog or a YouTube channel or all of the above. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Retire With Me. So what happened in 2024 that helped me realize that retirement was right? First of all, I needed some unexpected dental work that would require the extraction of 2 of my top front teeth. Yes, 2 of my top front teeth. This ordeal was going to span several months. It was humbling and difficult and scary. One consequence of the experience was that I realized maybe it was time to prioritize myself a little more than my job. I was always an overachiever, type A. I always was staunchly loyal to my employer as long as they were good to me, and they were. Racking up vacation days, planning my life around work deadlines. Yeah, all of that. Another thing that happened was a close family member of mine with a challenging physical condition took a turn for the worse in 2025. As I watched what she was going through and tried to help her, it was a big light bulb moment for me. I was devoting so much time to calling and visiting, all while juggling the demands of my job. It became very obvious to me that if I couldn't naturally back away from my job a bit and put other things a little bit in front, that it was time to step away. Finally, we recently became grandparents, and in the fall of 2024, we started watching our grandson a couple of afternoons a week. Now, this was prior to my retirement, so oftentimes I was secluded in my home office while my husband and my grandson played elsewhere without me. Now, he's still pretty young, but he knew that I didn't have as much time for him. This was another big sign that I needed to make a change. I adore being his nana. And then my company offered an early retirement package to employees over 60. They only gave me 2 weeks to make the decision about whether to take this package. It was a big decision. My husband and I felt good about our finances. The biggest obstacle was health insurance, as he and I were both on my company's policy. Neither my husband nor I are 65, so we're not yet eligible for Medicare. Since I had so little time to make the decision, we decided to pursue another health insurance option to tide us over until we were 65 and remain positive that would work. Be positive about it. I'm sure that many of you can already suspect that this has been a little retirement hiccup for us. More about this in another video. So welcome to my YouTube channel. The goal of my channel is to share some of my retirement experience with you. I don't know all the answers. I'm still figuring everything out. I hope to learn from you all. Maybe you can learn something from me. My husband and I, or one or both of us, going to have to go back to work due to rising health insurance costs. Who's going to hire us in our early 60s? Will we still be in good health in a few years when we are eligible for Medicare? That's always a question. Finally, how am I juggling being a nana, which I love so much, with my other retirement dreams? Stay tuned, everybody.